What? Are you talking about the...
racing.
I thought you were talking about Super GT.
Yeah, he's in it as well.
Yeah, I saw. I was gonna donate. I forgot. I need to go back up, and I wanted to donate to that.
Max Verstappen's team got a penalty, and it said, "Cheers from Papaya family." I sent the clip in chat. Oh, people were such trolls.
Perfect. And that should be everyone, actually.
Yeah.
Because Ash's teammate is still non-existent. Except, yeah. Chris's teammate is also non-existent. Oh, that's Swankier. Swankier said he wasn't going to be here. Who's Brian's teammate? Brian's teammate... It's the Aston Martin. It's Clark. Okay, never mind.
I've got fireworks all the time.
Alright. Are you spectating already?
A week now. It's been a week now and there's still fireworks going.
Okay, I think we're good to go now?
Mm-hmm.
That should be everyone. And anyone else who needs to join can join during the race session. So I'm going to go ahead and post the the live link into the track, and then we're going to go ahead and just roll.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to double check the sound and stuff just to make sure everything sounds all right, because we didn't run those tests early on. Why are you asking if you're in kick? Yes. That's why your name is green. Come on. Alright, go ahead and go on a rant about something.
Hello, we've got 16 people? I thought we were only 14 people. Crazy. Oh, we're going to have a good race today. Belgium, short quali, then 15 laps of the race. Equal performance. Who won last race? It was Ash. Ash in the Williams. He's trying to extend that championship lead, hopefully. And people are spamming their ready up button. Very nice. Do I have to yap more?
I think it's going to sound okay for now.
Just remember there's going to be like race noise on as well, and it kind of cancels out the echo.
Yeah, and I think part of the problem is I turned up the sound of my controller the other day while I was watching YouTube, so that might have part of the issue.
Yeah.
But now it should be okay. Alright, you guys are good to ready up. Let's go.
You might need to tell them that in Discord.
Alright, do I open my sparkling water, or I'll open my normal water?
Ooh.
This is going to be an interesting Grand Prix. We've got a few returning drivers. Make sure I'll forget them.
And it's not Monaco.
Yeah, I know. So we'll actually have a good race this week.
We might be able to relax, like, for a bit.
Oh my goodness. So last week was pure and utter chaos. I think that's the easiest way to go about the discussion of whatever last week was. It was, I'd say, for what it's worth, I would say it was fun. It was definitely very fun.
It was fun.
But I feel like it was just as nonsensical as much as it was fun. It really does give flashes to Monza of Season 5, if you remember that.
Oh my lord. We do not race at Monza anymore, and there's a reason why.
You know, I kind of want them to vote for Monza this season just so we can get another race like that again. That would be hilarious.
You know what? I'd be fine with it, because I'm not racing.
You've also got to remember, wasn't that the Nerf season? I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that was also the nerf season. So part of the
Well,
reason
I hated it before the nerfs as well.
true, but the nerfs didn't help. I think that was really the
Remember the
biggest.
Chris drama at One Monza
Oh, jeez.
in season 2, I think it was. Oh my god, that was like how many years ago? 2?
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god, it was such a good experience.
It really
This
was,
whole
and
league.
I did really enjoy. Or that season was so much fun until the end because that season was like it was perfect. Everybody was having a good time for the most part, and
Yeah.
it just seemed the competition was new. It was fresh. Nobody was just dominating the entire season. And then towards the end of the season, it just fell off. I mean, to say the least. But this season is starting off stronger than that season was, I would argue, and we have a lot more people as well. I think we had like 12 then, maybe 14, and even now we only have 2 drivers more in this session, but that's 6 drivers more than we had last second. I think I'm starting to see rain starting to fall already.
Yes,
As Brian
I'm
has just
starting to
got
see rain as well.
Brian has just picked up a 5-second grid penalty. I don't know what happened there, but I didn't. I knew there was a possibility of rain for this session, but I didn't think it was going to pick up this early.
And there's
So
3 people still in the pits.
Yeah, they're not going to. A lot of people are. The Itali, what's his name? Stack Italia or something? Stataka or something? I think it's Stataka. Silver's still in the pits as well. Unknown is in the pits. But there are a lot of fast racers on this track today. We've got 3 different champions on the track right now, with Brad, Brian, and Chris all being champions in this league by a pretty significant margin of points as well. At least Chris and Brad for sure. I think Brian was a bit closer, but Brad is going to be the first one. I'm gonna stick with Brad's lap here. We're just going to keep an eye on him because I actually haven't seen anything from him in F124, not even like socially. I have no idea what his pace looks like on this year's game, and he wasn't here last week for Monaco, which I'm sure he's probably happy about.
Yeah.
I can't get over last week. Last week was absolutely ridiculous, and I'm really hoping for a better week this week. As Brad it looked like he made a little bit of a mistake there. Yeah, he's sliding a little bit. I think the wet weather is starting to hit the track a little bit, and I'm wondering if the laps we're seeing now are going to be outdone because the track is starting to get wet. Like maybe we'll still see some faster laps with the inters because of it. There's someone that went round. I think it's a Mercedes. It might be Silver again. Not Silver. I could be Silver on an outlap, but either way, judging by how the track looks right now, maybe someone can set an unbeatable lap time, but I'm not really sure because, yeah, Brad is really, really struggling for grip. I'm still very surprised. I really wasn't expecting
Shoot. Our corner cutting's on regular.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
We might have to restart for that.
I was like, I swear I just saw Brad just like go out of track limits and I just checked him on regular.
That's really frustrating because I set everything exactly how it was. Do we restart?
Let's restart after qualifying. How about that?
That's so annoying. Oh my gosh. Well, why would we restart after qualifying? I mean,
because we've already started qualifying.
That's so frustrating. Look at the lap times. Oh my gosh. They're like one right after another. Look at them. Holy crap. So
And last race winner is currently at the top.
Hello?
Hello?
My mic just made a weird noise. Did that pick? Did you hear it?
No.
I heard it was like I heard it in the or not in the stream. I heard it in my headset, like my headphone. It makes a noise whenever I turn my headphones off, and I heard that noise just now. That was weird.
Like
Whatever.
the people that waited in the pits are starting their lap now.
Yeah, but I mean, it's too late now. I don't know if they're gonna have. Yeah, look at the track. There's no way they're gonna set a decent lap time. This Williams team, by the way, is going to be a problem. Yeah, Silver's not getting much grip. I'm gonna go ahead and at the server and let them know. I'm so frustrated about that because I thought I set up everything perfectly.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. I'm going to start with after qualifying because people are going to read restarting and not read the rest of the message. It's so frustrating, dude. Alright, well...
It looks like people are coming into the pits now.
Yeah, people are going to have to pit for inters very soon, if not right now. I can't tell how wet the track is. It doesn't look like it's super wet yet, but it's wet enough that Silver already isn't going to be able to set a decent lap time. This really messed me up. I see there's people in the chat right now, believe it or not. Yeah, I think Silver is just trying to get a lap time out there. I don't think it's going to really help him. He's going to go into P12, which is good for him, but a lot of people's lap time. I think this is where the standings are going to stay. I think maybe the bottom 11 could set a better lap, but I really don't think we're going to see any more. We're not going to see the top 10 is solidified, in my opinion. Maybe Chris's lap time could get beaten, but I'm not sure. I really feel like the top 10 is solidified, and the bottom 11 are going to be the ones to set some decent lap times. I'm not sure though. Unknown.
Going out on intermediates.
Yeah, but what would they even go out on intermediates for? You know, there's really no point.
If they're going on softs, they're not even going to go a faster lap time.
Yeah, and I also don't know how long it's going to continue raining for. I think someone just wrecked in the pit lane. It was Italia. So I think Unknown's just going to... he didn't even get to set a lap time. He just went out on a set of softs for nothing, unfortunately. And Silver is not setting a lap time either. Yeah, I really wonder if this is just qualifying over now.
Yeah, I think it probably is. Oh no, people are going out.
People are going...
Ash is on the inters.
Ash is on the inters. There he is.
Wow, I didn't think people would do it. I thought it'd be too slow. I thought we're just going to have to wait here for like 9 minutes.
Brodo's asking you to check your DMs for something with stewarding. If you guys need stewarding, you can appeal you just submit the appeals after the race. We still have a reporting form. Oh, wait, I think it's something for qualifying. I think that's... Right. Never mind. That's a bit different. Hold on. The form link is still in the verdicts tab.
Yep, I'm having a look at it now.
Alright, well, you do that. I'm going to keep up with commentary. Is anyone else... I don't know why it's not updating and saying these people are on the inters, because... Nathan's on the inters. Brian's on the inters. I don't think there's a single person on track who's on the softs right now. I think it's because it's... Yeah, there we go. That's what the problem was. Why? I didn't even know I could do that. I could have them both up and then just... That's actually really good to know. What just happened to
Someone's been disqualified.
You got disqualified for going the wrong way. I don't know what that's about. Now that's a first. I definitely don't think that's happened in the history of the league before. That's very strange. But the race winner, by the way, Ash in the Williams, so far starting on pole, he's down by a second on his lap time. Yeah, like I said, I really don't think they're going to find any time on these laps. I really think it's just going to be, because we were in the crossover period early on, but right now they're not going to find any significant time, not anything that's going to change any positions. The race winner's teammate is back, Brodo. He missed the first race.
Some grid penalties which we need to remove.
Oh, are you seeing the reports right now, like all of them? How many is it?
I've only got one from Brodo at the moment.
For those who are watching the stream, if you're actively in this session right now, I'll put it in the chat too. If you need to appeal a grid penalty, please. Do you think maybe we should just start qualifying, and if there's any grid penalties that need to be removed, we'll apply them? Like, we'll give people a chance to make reports or something?
Yeah, while we get the lobby up.
I feel like that could make sense. Yeah, as I'm watching, Dr. Bot is not improving his lap time. I don't think anyone's going to improve their lap time. We're going to keep a look at the Taka guy, but even I don't think he's doing much. Someone just went around. I think it's the other kick. Or is it the Red Bull? I couldn't tell if it was the Red Bull or if it was the other kick driver, but yeah, he's up. He's down a second. Chris is 4 seconds down. This is just track 7 seconds. Yeah, I don't think anybody's gaining any time. Even the positions I mentioned earlier. Maybe Nathan can make a slight improvement here. Yeah, no, he can't. Is he? He did make a slight improvement. It just didn't change anything. Yeah, this qualifying session is over. I mean, Dignan's, obviously Alpha and Colin can improve their lap times because it's going to be very hard to. I think it'd be impressive to set a 2 minute lap at Spa twice anyway. Yeah, I don't blame you. The guys who are coming from the race to just watch the stream, I really don't blame you, because really the only action we're going to see up until this point is just Alpha setting a lap and Nathan setting a lap, because I think Silver's down on his time too. Nathan just did a lap ago, and Italia isn't going to improve his time at all. So, well, Silver was up on his time, but after that little maneuver, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, kind of a bummer. I was hoping the rain was going to come later. Like, either if it was, I would rather it have started this session rather than have it dry and then cross over into rain immediately. That was kind of, I don't know. And we're definitely not seeing any improvement from the drivers who are still out. Except for this lap right here. I mean, obviously Alpha is going to improve. Like I said, 2 minutes and 20 seconds is, I think that was the lap he went into the pits in the middle of it. What's it going to be, a 1.58? It's a 1.57. It'll put him above Nathan at least, but that's still not really doing anything. Silver's lap is over. Nathan is doing nothing. Colin is 2 seconds slower than his previous lap time. Yeah, what a disappointing qualifying session. I mean, I was really hoping to see what Bread was. I was really excited to see Bread, Dr. Bod, and Brodo. But we just, it's really hard to see people's real abilities when it's raining. How are the reports looking right now?
Yeah, I've got 2 that are given. Ryan and Brodo. Brodo's been appealed, so his 5 seconds off.
Okay, so he'll remain in third. And someone just DM'd me too.
Can't believe people are still doing laps.
I mean, Alpha, I really don't think anyone is. I really don't. Yeah. But there is something. I don't know what that means, bro. Yeah, at this point, if everybody could just retire, I mean, the positions are set in stone. I mean, you guys can improve. I don't know. Because, I mean, really, we're just watching nothing. We may as well just zoom in on the track and watch the rain fall onto it.
Right, Brian's penalty is appealed as well. Removed.
210's better than Pullman. Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to judge who's quick and who isn't in a situation like this, because no one got the chance to set up. Even Ash, like, no one really got a chance to set a proper lap time around this track. Pretty much everyone had to deal with the rain situation. It just hit the bottom drivers faster. Why is Clay out on softs? What is he cooking? So we really are just
pole position last time, and now he's on it again. So it's really good for him.
Yeah, it is good for him. It's just it almost feels like a cheat code. I guess Clay is just trying to drift. They're really going to make us wait out this full 20 seconds.
I think he's just having some fun at the moment.
Yeah, he is. Honestly, if there were some super, not the hypersofts, if those hypersofts were still in the game, I would love to see someone drive hypersofts on a super wet track. I think that would be hilarious. Do you remember that, dude? The hypersofts?
Well, the thing is, how F1 works is there's tyres from C1 to C6, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
They've changed the system over the years, so used to be like C1 was super soft, C2 was like soft, C3
I remember.
was medium, C4 is like all the other tyres and stuff. But now they've just gotten rid of super softs and just moved what tyres which at different circuits. So C1 may be soft at one circuit, and at a different circuit C2 would be soft tyre. So that's basically how they work. So technically you still have super softs, but they'd be called another tyre.
Hmm. I really don't understand why we're still watching people go around this track. We're not improving anywhere.
It'd be their last lap, so.
I know, but unless the track magically went... I don't know. If the track magically went dry now, then... I see someone suggesting dry to wet custom weather. I mean, I could. I don't really care, to be honest.
If it was, keep it how it was.
Well, the game was telling them it was going to be dry and then wet.
Yeah, we can do dry and wet then.
I'm a little disappointed with that qualifying session, to be completely honest with you. I mean, I'm not. Oh, and we're removing the time penalties. So whose penalties are being removed? I know Brodo's is. What about Brian?
Brian's gonna have it removed.
And
I've had no messages from anyone else about it, although I've just been pinged.
An unknown doesn't even have a lap set, so
I'm just gonna get another footage from someone else.
Well, I think if we really had strict corner cut, imagine how that would have went with strict corner cutting, because that was truly. Oh crap! I forgot we have to exit out the lobby now.
Yep.
And I can't even pause to exit out the lobby because I have to wait for the game to load, which is so ridiculous. I can't stand. Actually, I'm not even gonna say nothing.
Right. I'm just looking at another one now.
Stataka, if you're gonna go eat, you need to be back soon because we're setting this up as soon as possible and then just starting as soon as we're all set up. So we need everyone to join as quickly as possible because I'm
also removed.
I'm gonna pause the broadcast, guys, while we get everything set up, and then I'll resume it in a minute. Didn't even need to. Just so you know, you can't let your AI sit there and drive. We don't do that here. And even if you did, then you would just get disqualified. You would just lose anyway because the AI is set to like 30. Oh, it's set to 40. Sorry. Yeah, in this league, that would do absolutely nothing. All right, we're not doing qualifying again. I'm going to go ahead and invite everyone first, and then I'll set up the lobby.
I'm already inviting people.
All right. Well, they'll be getting 2 invites, I guess, just to make sure. I think I just did Dwint. Brad was here. I just invited Brad twice. It's fine.
Lovely.
Well, if the stupid game didn't exit out of the menu every time I invite someone, that wouldn't happen. And I just invited Silver twice as well. DuPont. Brian. Oh, Dr. Bod still needs one. I must have missed him. Let's get Ash in here. Do you think Ash is going to win a second race?
Well, it's not going to be like Monaco where a pole position is the most important thing. So I think it's all up for grabs, really. If people can just stay within DRS, I reckon that would be a good battle for the lead.
Oh yeah, and there's a lot of DRS. There's a lot more DRS zones on this track as well.
But he does have a teammate that could help him out.
Absolutely, and Berto is very good with working together with people.
I know from experience.
Yeah.
I've been teammates with that man for quite a number of seasons. I think 2 seasons, maybe. I have. Right.
Okay, should I set it to wet or very wet? I couldn't tell if it was going to be... It looked like
Make
it was just...
dry to wet.
Well, yeah, but was it going to be wet or very wet? Because on the game session, it just started... It looked like it was going to rain and keep raining, so I imagine that would be very wet, right?
I say... maybe just let it be Inter's weather.
All right.
I'm not sure.
I mean, because they already knew, so.
Yeah.
And I think that's everything. Do not ready up. Alright, I have to set up the grid. And I think that's everyone. Yeah, because Tataka isn't coming because he's eating.
He's leaving?
He's leaving to go eat or something.
Oh.
Alright, so Ash was first. It was Ash. DuPont got second. Interesting. Then it was Brodo.
So man was like, oh, I did qualify, but then I gotta go eat.
Yeah, I don't know. Ryan, Brett.
I mean, at least he was here for something.
Wait, so I guess the grid drop penalties would have been applied after the race, so I'll just leave everything how it is then.
No, it would be applied to the grid.
Right, so when the race shows up, they would drop their positions.
Yeah.
Right, so I'll just leave it how it is then. Dr. Bod is under Bread. Silver was a bit down. Clayton, wow. Clayton was right behind Dr. Bod, and then I think it was Aiden. Yeah, it was. And then Chris, the Italia guy who's not here. So then we just go to Nathan, Silver, Alpha, Colin,
Unknown,
and then Dwint,
who unfortunately got disqualified.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. So, Ash, DuPont, Brodo, Brian, Bread, Dr. Bod, Clayton, Aiden, Chris, Nathan, because the Italia guy's not here. And then, could I do what? Someone just messaged me while we were. You invite me to the. Why aren't you? How did you sign up if you're not in the Discord? What? How did you sign up if you're not in the Discord? I don't even. Okay, if you're watching the stream, I'm gonna just post a link to the Discord in the. Yeah, dog. I'm just gonna post a link to the Discord in my YouTube stream, and you can just click that link. Give me like 10 seconds. I'm gonna post it now, and save it. And now, if you restart the stream, there should be a link in the description that you should be able to click. I don't even know if he's watching the stream. I'm just gonna tell him.
Have you done the weather?
Yeah, I did the weather. That was the first thing I did when we showed up.
I'm having a look at the rules, see if we got it right. Yeah.
Come on, I need this to load quickly. I'm trying to get this race done.
Yeah, it all looks good.
Wait, he can't click the link through the YouTube stream because he can't. He's not in the server, so he doesn't know what the link is.
I don't know what's happening.
I just told him to look up my name and click the link on the Discord through that. All right, that's everything. We're all set up. We're good to go. Strict corner cutting is on. This is. If I didn't mess up strict corner cutting, we would be on like lap 6 by now.
Right. So everyone ready up?
Yep. We are finally good to go. And now we can get some real commentary.
Yep.
We couldn't even commentate over the qualifying. There was nothing to talk about. That was so. It just felt so awkward. I might honestly, if I make the highlights, I might just cut qualifying out of the highlights and just go straight to the race because there's literally no highlights. Why are they
It's
telling me to
funny
look
like
at the
this that
weather?
we've already done the weather. It's custom.
Why are they telling me no? We double check, guys. It's okay. I did it
Should be
first.
dry to wet. Should be
Yeah,
dry to wet.
it's dry to wet, just like it was in the other race. It's fine. You saw it in the rules. I know I did it.
Yeah, I saw
But
it said custom. I don't know what you did in custom, but I just know it's custom.
yeah, and I'm looking at the replay of the stream right now. I can see that I did it, so it's fine. Don't worry, guys. Trust me. If the straight corner cutting thing was a fluke because I was rushing. Ashley forgot his setup.
His setup.
Oh my
I
goodness!
did that in Baku last season. Terrible day, but I got second. So hopefully he can do well.
All right, 5 red lights. And off we go for race 2 of season 7 of Spa. I'm not going to make the same mistake I did last time. I'm going to go to the middle of the pack, and we're going to watch from the middle of the pack's point of view to see if anything happened to the first turn, which it does. We're going to see a bit of contact for the last couple of cars. I think it was the Mercedes trying to fight his way through the pack. I saw a Racing Bulls car start to fall to the back of the grid, or fall up to make his way up the grid a little bit. I'm saying fall to the back of the grid. That's not what I meant to say at all. Oh, look at this racing back here with the McLaren, Nathan Unknown, and Dwint. They were starting to go they looked like they were going to go 3 wide. They didn't. There's going to be a huge bump from behind, and the McLaren's going to go off track. I think he's going to get a huge penalty for that, is he? Yeah, he is. They're going to give him a 3-second penalty. We're going to remove that after the race because that definitely wasn't his fault, but the McLaren's going to end up in the wall. How did he spin? It looked like someone bumped into it. What is happening up here? There's a Mercedes going around. It's silver. And we've already got a VSC to start off the first race, and there's still carnage happening. There was a Red Bull off the track. What has gone on here? So the McLaren penalty is going to get removed. We saw that one live. I have no words for whatever just happened. That was pure chaos. Again. Yeah, I'm still trying to find words to describe what on earth just happened. Did you happen to catch what happened to the Red Bull at all? I'm not entirely sure.
I'm just having a look at your stream now. Ooh,
so
the McLaren was hitting the rear.
Yeah, I saw that. The McLaren was hitting the rear, but then there was a Red Bull off the track as well. I don't know. That was a very weird and chaotic start. Brian is up into P5. Brodo has dropped to P4. Brett has made his way up to P3. And Ash is still leading the race. Now, keep in mind, this is only the start of the race. And later on in the race, there's going to be a transition. What is happening? Why am I seeing so many overtakes under safety car? Or under the virtual safety car? What I was going to say was there's going to be a transition into wet weather later on. Nathan's had to pit. That's unfortunate for him. Is the Haas of Clay going to make a move on Aiden? No, he's not. Aiden has DRS somehow. How did he get DRS? The VSC literally just ended, and he already got DRS. Look at this battle here between Aiden, Chris, and Clay. I don't think we're going to see anybody make any moves just yet, but it really looked like they were starting to get a bit aggressive with each other coming out of the first couple of turns. Clay is definitely looking to. He looks like he has to make a move at some point. I think we just saw Aiden get a warning. It didn't pop up on the screen, but I think Aiden's going to make a move on the inside of Chris. He is. They aren't going to touch. He's going to try to keep it clean, and that's going to open the door for Clay. Is Clay going to make a move and go around the outside and get that position from Aiden? He's not. He's going to back off. But this is going to be a nice battle for a little while. But Clay is using a lot of ERS.
Ooh, unknown. Oh, and a crash with the kick Sauber behind.
I completely missed it. It was the Red Bull, or not the Racing Bull of Unknown involved in that collision. As I'm seeing people make moves up in the top of the pack, I don't know who it was just yet. Brodo just got a 3-second time penalty. What is happening up front? Another Racing Bull. DuPont just went around. DuPont was just sideways. There is so much contact happening in the opening stages of this race. This race has been more contact heavy than Monaco so far. Because a lot of the issues with Monaco, Unknown just retired, and that'll bring out a safety car. What the heck is going on in this race?
I think he retired into the pits.
Again? The same thing he did last race. I have no idea. Ash has somehow dropped down into 4th. Brett is in 1st with a penalty. There are cars still off the track.
This is going to be good for Nathan. He can catch up after his unfortunate accidents on lap 1.
And he's had to pit twice now. I have no words. I'm so lost in... I have no words. I'm going to take a sip of my water. I just need to catch my bearings for a moment. Because so much has transpired in the first 3 laps of the race. And this is all before the rain has even had a mention of coming.
Mm-hmm.
Ash has bumped Chris. I hope he doesn't get a penalty for that. The game loves to give 5-second penalties for severe collisions when you breathe on an AI. So hopefully it doesn't do it with people too.
Brad, Brodo, and Nathan all have penalties. I think Nathan's gonna have his removed because he got hit in the rear.
He is.
Made him get that 3-second time penalty.
I'm a little surprised by Brodo's penalty though, because I think Brodo lives on strict corner cutting. I think. I can't remember if it was him or... It definitely... Now that I think about it, it definitely wasn't Brett. As we're seeing some early pit stops. Aiden's going to head to the pits. DuPont, Colin, and Silver are also going to head to the pits. Oh yeah, Silver's going to have to get a new front wing. I already... Just that quickly, I already forgot about his insane collision early on in the race. Is Unknown just fully left? I really don't know why Unknown left. This is the second race he's been in that he just quit in the middle of.
What is Unknown's Discord name?
I think he's the Luxus guy.
Oh, he just said in chat, tell me why I'm getting rear-ended by air.
I don't know.
Oh, unlucky.
It's unfortunate for him, and I'm still just blown away by how this race is going. This is not what I expected at all. I'm trying really hard to catch myself, get myself up to speed, but... So Dr. Bod and Clayton are the only 2 people who have remained the same from the start of this race. Brett has gone up 4 positions. Brian has gone up 2. Chris has gone up 6. He gets promoted up into P3. And I mean, obviously, we've got to take in the wave of pit stops we've just seen. But...
Bravo, Chris.
Still, I'm very blown away by the tomfoolery that have taken place in the first 2 races of this season. The first race was penalty central, and this race has been collision central so far. And qualifying, I can't even say that I know for a fact that these drivers are all pretty close pace with one another, because qualifying was a fluke.
When do you expect the rain to come in, do you think?
With how fast it came in qualifying, I have zero clue. I mean, my guess is, I imagine it would happen in. Well, actually, look at the clouds. It looks like the clouds are starting to come in. Yeah, the clouds are starting to come in now. So maybe like lap 9. It might be closer than lap 9, truth be told. But I'm wondering I'm wondering why some of the drivers didn't start on hards. Because if they know the rain is coming, couldn't you start on hards and then just pit when the rain arrives?
Yeah, it's probably ideal to probably start on a medium or hard tyre, not soft, because the softs will wear out by the time the rain comes, and then you'd have to do 2 stops, or you'd just be far behind if you just don't do that stop. But luckily for them, there's been a safety car, so the soft runners will probably be quite happy with that.
And DuPont literally just pitted a lap ago for the softs he's on now. So if anything, he's probably the happiest right now. I don't know how Colin just got a penalty. You know what? I think he got it on you, Roche. Coming out of the pits, which is unfortunate for him. I'm trying to get better shots of the weather. Yeah, I'm looking to the left from Brian's perspective, and behind him, the rain might come closer than lap 9, truth be told. We might be looking at like lap 7 or 8. The clouds are really starting to darken up. This is about how they looked in qualifying, and I feel like the rain came immediately. Like the drivers left the pits and it was already starting to drizzle.
Yeah, like halfway through Brad's out lap, there was rain starting to come down.
And even during his actual lap, he couldn't even get enough grip to keep himself on the track.
And because we've got a safety car, this means there's going to be a lot more wet laps than there would be if there wasn't a safety car.
Oh, who just joined the server? What just happened? Oh, I think Dwint just got into the server, hopefully. I don't know what that was. My Discord is going on. The safety car should be in this lap, shouldn't it?
Yes, it should
yeah,
be.
It is.
The safety car's going off.
You can see it starting to pull away now. So, okay. Now that the championship, now that the grid is shaken up entirely, how is the grid restart going to look? The fastest tire on the track right now is likely going to belong to DuPont. He has the youngest softs, or the freshest softs on the track right now, and he's surrounded by medium and hard runners. And I think he's faster than those drivers, but I'm not sure.
Looks like Brad has gone very early.
Brett has gone very early. He's going to lead the grid off on the restart. I haven't seen any moves happening yet. It looks like every driver is just going to fall in line. I think Chris is going to try to make a move on the inside of Brian. He's going to make the move stick. Is anyone else going to go for any crazy dives? There's a Mercedes off the track. I think it's was that a Mercedes or an Alpine? I think it's the Alpine.
It was Dr. Bod.
Dr. Bod went off the track. He recovered very quickly. I was trying to find him in the cam, and I couldn't even get up to him as Ash is losing another position to his teammate and may have just let him through. Keep in mind, his teammate does have a penalty. I'm not sure what he got the penalty for. The Red Bull is starting to catch up to the Mercedes, a familiar rivalry that we've seen in real life before. How are these two going to play it out in the game? Is Alpha's going to go a bit wide and give the inside to DuPont, and DuPont already making short work of the drivers surrounding him. He's going to be trapped behind a Mercedes and another Red Bull. So the Red Bull is putting DuPont and Dr. Bod in a bit of a sandwich, but can either of them pull away to keep them behind them?
Ooh,
what the heck just happened? That was Dr. Bod?
Yeah.
Dr. Bod flying off the track. That was hysterical. I don't know that I've seen someone do that in this league before.
I don't think he's got wing damage.
Oh my goodness, did you see that? Aiden's just went straight on into the wall on his own. I don't think anyone touched him. I think that was by his own merit. And there's more contact happening. DuPont and Dwint are touching, and they're going to keep touching. What is going on between these two? I think they're going to open the door and let the Mercedes through. The Mercedes is more than likely going to make a dive on them. Is he going to be able to? I think he's just going to back off. Dr. Bot is going to back off. Is he going to follow through in this turn? He's trying to make the move. I don't think he's not going to be able to get it to go through. Dwint holding on, defending well. Oh my goodness. What? He's going to make another dive. Is he going to try to dive bomb up the inside of this first turn? Not a dive bomb, but he's going to try to make it up the inside. I don't think he's going to get it to stick. He is, believe it or not, and DuPont is going to have to fall in line behind him. How are they going to make it through Eroge clearly? Am I even saying that right? I don't think I'm saying that right. I don't know how to pronounce it entirely. Oh, Rouge? You were just letting me say you Rose this whole time?
Yeah.
Oh, look at them going 3 wide down the straight. Dr. Bot is going to take 2 positions, and I think did they just reset to the position they were previously in? Is they're going to keep touching? And Dr. Bot's going to go wide. Dr. Bot's going to go wide. He's going to mess up his teammate. His teammate's going to have to pull through. The other Mercedes is going to have to pull through now. What a battle between DuPont, Dwint, and Dr. Bot. I mean, what the heck? That was lovely stuff, and I think Nathan is going to be the next one to be under attack. He's also under pressure from the guy who just got knocked out of that battle, Dr. Bot. What's happened up front? I wasn't paying attention.
Chris and Brodo are having a real old scrap.
Oh, Chris and Brodo. These two have been rivals since like season 3. As Brodo just picked up a 6-second penalty. I think he has 6-second penalties. He does. Oh, I know he's furious about that right now. Of course, when I look at these two, they're suddenly, all of a sudden, they're fighting. They've thrown up a white flag, and they signed a peace treaty and agreed not to fight. As there's a yellow flag at the bottom of the grid. I'm going to hold off for a little bit. I thought I was going to see Brian make a dive bomb, but he's not going to. Going back through the back half of the grid. Look at the McLaren almost making a huge mistake. The 2 Red Bulls are racing, going side by side and making contact. They're going to try to go up the inside. Is he? No. Oh, he's just going to go to the pits. Then what was the point of that? He dove up his inside, made contact with them, and then just went into the pits. Are we going to see 3 wide between? Whoa! What just happened to Chris? Oh, Chris is also in the pits. Okay, I think.
Pitching.
They're not making. Look at. Are you seeing this between Nathan, I think it's Nathan, Dr. Bot.
The rain's coming. I've seen raindrops.
You've seen raindrops, and people are pitting now. They're pitting now for the mediums, and the rain is coming now. Oh my goodness! Look at how this race is shaping up. I know they are, but look at the Mercedes. Dr. Bot once again making a double overtake on the straight, and the Mercedes, or not the Mercedes, the McLaren is just going to have to let it happen. Finally, dude, the action in this race has just been incredible. This has been a lovely... Once we finally got past the stage of everyone dying and killing each other, we finally got to some incredible racing. I'd also like to mention...
I think I've seen Dr. Bod in nearly every position. I've seen him like at the top and now back at the bottom, and he's back in the middle again. It's like, wow.
DuPont just made an overtake on Brodo, and I'm starting to see some of the drivers' tires slip in the wet weather. Do you think anyone is going to stay out? I feel like they should all pit for the inters. Well, maybe they could give it one more lap. What do you... The track doesn't look like it's being affected too much. The top 3 is starting to catch up. I'm seeing drivers slip a little bit. Do these 3 pit at all, or are they going to stay out? Oh, Brian's going to go ahead and make the pit now, but Brett and Brodo are going to stay out just one more lap. How is that going to affect them in the long run? There's someone has just spun. Oh, Brodo just spun too. Brodo sideways in the middle of turn 1. Brodo is sideways in the middle of turn 1, and the Red Bull, the RB crash up car, is going to try to make a move on his outside. He's going to get it through. He did. It looked for a second there. It looked like they were battling each other still. But there's quite a few drivers in the pit. I know Chris has got to be upset. He literally just made the pit stop that we're looking at now for the mediums. And now he's going right back up to the inners. Look at Brodo flying past DuPont on the straight. These two are just trying to slingshot each other. I guess that's what they're doing. I imagine they're trying to slingshot each other to get some grip. But look at Brodo making a mistake again. He is struggling. He should have pit for the inters. He really should have, because now he's starting to struggle. And the track is not working in his favor, which, by the way, I'd like to mention that it's lap 9 and we're looking at rain. Although, I guess it did technically start raining on lap 8, didn't it? Lap 8, lap 7?
Yep.
I was close. I was a little bit off.
This is a masterclass by Brian, though. He's ages in front of the next Inters person, and he's already getting past a bunch of soft runners.
I can see him. Look at, he is flying through the grid. I don't think DuPont and Broda, unless Broda makes another mistake, which I don't know how he spun and held on to that second place position. He is very fortunate. I don't know what traction control he's racing on. Is he racing on medium or no track? I think it might be no traction control.
No traction control.
Yeah, because he seems to have a lot of grip issues, as DRS has finally been disabled, and if that doesn't say it's time to pit, I don't know what does. Brodo obviously not making any crazy moves. Brad's going to go ahead and pit, obviously. Brodo and DuPont. Is DuPont going to try to overtake him in the pits? No, he's not. He's going to hold off. I think I've seen Brodo do it before. DuPont almost got a penalty just now.
Ford's in the pits.
Clayton's in the pits. And Brian is going
to get the lead.
Brian's going to get a very easy lead, and he's just going to cruise away with that position. I just realized DeWitt made a pit stop as well, and now he's not heading to the pits on the mediums? What is this guy doing? He's not pitting on the mediums. He's running 2-lap-old mediums while the entire rest of the grid is on inters.
What a mad lad. Mad lad.
And I can respect it. I just don't understand why. Look at the overtake. He's about to use... How do you pronounce it again?
Eau Rouge.
Eau Rouge. I don't know why I want to call it something different. Eau Rouge. He's going to get passed on the straight. Or does he? Look at him.
It's more in the corners where you'll struggle in the dry guys.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, look at him. Look at him. Oh yeah. My goodness. There's no way to... Oh, look at them 3 wide. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. They're going to go 3 wide and doing he's going to almost spin off the track. These mediums are not helping him. I think the hash just gave him the position back. That's what it looked like anyway. But there's no way this works out well for him. There's a VSC. I didn't even realize there was a VSC.
Same.
And now that everyone's catching up, now Dwayne is really in trouble because they're all going to catch up to him, and he's going to be on the mediums. I don't know why he didn't pit. I'm going to take a guess and say it was a mental error. It had to have been a mental error. Like he meant to pit and just forgot or something, because I've done that before.
Well, this virtual safety car is going to be good for him, so his pit stop will take less time. It will well, not take less time. It will not be as detrimental to his grid position. I
don't know that it's going to last long enough for him to get to the pit lane. Yeah, it's not. It's already over.
Yeah. It's already over, so
it's
maybe
already
not.
Over. And
maybe not.
He's gonna lose all these positions. Now he's basically like a sitting... He's just a traffic cone. Truth be told, a traffic cone in the middle of the track, because every turn he goes further off the track. And, oh, don't come back. I thought he was going to come back and take out his teammate. He is going to block his teammate's path because he's going to need to get to the pits. And look at him. Oh, my goodness. Is he finally going? Okay, thank goodness. If he would have stayed out again. Oh, my
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness. Imagine if he... Imagine if he stayed out.
Person in the pits? Ash. Ash had to pit as well.
Was he not on the inters?
I swear he was on the inters. He must have had, like... Let me check if he had a front wing damage.
You go ahead and do that. I'm going to see if there's any battles happening. I don't think there is at the moment.
No, he just went from inters to inters for some reason.
Why did he pit for... It didn't look like he had damage on his car. I'm not entirely sure. Chris is starting to catch up to Clayton, by the way.
He didn't fix any front wing, so...
On either pit stop?
Oh, I see there's still damage on his wing, though.
Is there damage on his wing? Oh.
Yes, it's his right end plate.
I see it too. Well, when it shows the front of the car, I see it too now. So he must have meant to fix it and just forgot. So I think, honestly, I think that's his race on the bin, because they're not going to see any wet weather. Or any wet weather. We're seeing plenty of wet weather. We're not going to see any dry weather.
Well, unless we get some spinners, he'll be able to get some positions from that, but other than that, it's going to be quite hard.
Yeah, but he also has that penalty hurting him as well. So I don't. Oh my goodness, this has been better than last race. Truth be told, this is just ridiculous. I'm very entertained right now, and I'm loving this. There's only 4 laps left, by the way, and Brian is in the lead by 5 seconds, 6 seconds now. The gap just increased a little bit.
Last season's
Wait,
champion.
Oh, dude, I thought there was. I looked at the top of the map, and it looked like there were more people in the pits. Is Chris gonna dive on the Haas? I thought he was for a second. He might try to make a move. Oh, that was a bit close. He might try to make a move on the straight. No, he's not. The Haas got a much better exit and just started to pull away a bit. It definitely looked like he was getting closer, though. He's starting to get pressure from behind from Alpha. Alpha, who I don't remember. Where did Alpha finish last race? I don't entirely remember. I don't think it was very high up. It's not. Why do I just... Oh, he finished in 9th last race. So he's in the exact same position he was in last week.
Consistency.
How did... That was one of the weirdest overtakes I have ever seen. Look at Clay. What is happening? What is Clay doing? Clay just spun. I have no idea what just happened. That was a very strange collision. What was he... Okay, so Chris, like... It wasn't on Chris. Chris made a clean overtake. It just happened so strangely. It looked like someone grabbed the front of Chris's car and like dragged him, like click and dragged him in front of Clay, and then just smacked Clay's car sideways. That was so weird. This race is like you said last week was like a fever dream. This race is. I don't know, man.
It's another fever dream.
It's a fever dream on steroids.
Am I awake right now?
Dude.
Yeah, it looks like Brian's gonna win this race.
Yeah, he's just building a gap on Bread, and I'm not sure if Brodo's catching up to him. I'm really trying to keep an eye on Chris and Nathan up ahead, because I think he's going to try to make a move on the outside of me. They're going to touch. What the heck kind of move was that? They're knocking each other off the track. Chris is going to have to cut the corner. He's still bumping him off the track. What are these two doing? That's going to open the door for Alpha, and Alpha's going to promote himself in the 6th. There is no way this race goes by and we don't see any reports, especially because of what just happened. Alpha's making a dive on the inside. Not Alpha. Nathan's going to make a dive up the inside and bump Chris out of the way. Clearly a little peeved by the move that Chris just made. Goodness gracious. I was literally just saying I'm going to keep an eye on Chris because I know he likes to make aggressive moves. And right as we're saying that, we see 2 aggressive moves back to back. One of them having a bit more spite in it than the other. There's a yellow flag in the back. I think the kick Sauber driver of Colin has spun on his own.
Also Clay, looks like.
Clay? What happened to Clay?
I think he spun as well.
That's unfortunate. I was looking like that Williams was going to catch up and hit him a bit. DuPont is catching up to Brodo. I do see that at the top.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like we're going to see a battle for 3rd. Oh, wait. Brodo is catching up to Bread. I didn't notice that. That's interesting. I'm still keeping an eye on Chris and Nathan for now, though, because I don't know if Brodo or DuPont are going to make any moves anytime soon. And this dude, Chris, is hungry for that position. Oh, my goodness. It's like a magnet. There's 2 magnets attracting these 2 cars together, and they cannot stop fighting. As I think Silver is going to try to enter the mix as well, because these 2 keep making mistakes. This is honestly the best Silver has looked so far this season. I get it, it's only one race. Look at these 2 going side by side. Chris is going to bump Nathan off the track and get a penalty for it. I don't know if Nathan got a penalty for it as well. I don't think he did. But now Nathan's going to be under pressure from Silver behind. And the Williams behind are going to catch him. Look at Nathan and Silver are going to get into each other. Nathan and Silver are going to get into each other.
As well.
The Alpine as well. Where's the Alpine? I can't even see the Alpine. There's so much happening. Oh my goodness. chaos on the last couple of laps. And all of them have penalties. Every single one of them have a penalty. And Silver's still trying to make dives up the inside. Are you seeing this, man? This is ridiculous.
Yes. Ooh,
Silver. Dude, this is insane. This is pure insanity on the last 3 laps of the Spa Grand Prix. And this is only the 2nd race of this season. Goodness gracious. This is amazing. I love this. Silver is going to make another move on the outside of Dwint, and he's going to get it done. And I think hopefully that's going to be the end of this battle for a little while. I see Brodo has really caught up to Brett now.
That battle.
He must have
behind him as well.
It's DuPont, Brodo, and Brett all fighting for 2nd place. Brian has this race in the bag. He's up ahead by 8 seconds. But on the last couple of laps of the race, Brodo and DuPont are going to be neck and neck. I'm not sure if Brett is pretty good at defending, but he's also really aggressive when it comes to overtaking. So if either of them overtake him, they're going to be in some danger because he's not afraid to make a dangerous dive up the inside. I don't think we're going to see any moves here. Who's going to get the best exit out of this turn? I think it may have been Brett. Brodo did get a decent exit as he gets on the power, but he's not going to make any dives. What's going to happen on the straight? Are they going to go for any crazy overtakes? But look at this. You will never, maybe give it 20 years, maybe, but you will never see an Aston Martin, a Haas, and a Visa Cash App car in 1st through 3rd. Look at this. Brodo's going to run off the track a little bit. Did he bump? Who bumped him? Was it DuPont? Oh, look at DuPont. DuPont's going to skyrocket into 2nd place on the final lap of the race. Is going to be DuPont, Brodo, or DuPont, Brett, and Brodo all battling for 2nd place. This is a 3-way race for 2nd place as the inside almost opened up on the Haas. Brodo just trying to find a way through. Brett isn't defending super well. He's going to let Brodo through. Brodo's going to get around him, and DuPont still holding on to 2nd place. Is DuPont going to pull away, and is it just going to be stuck between Brodo and Brett? I'm not sure, but goodness gracious. All 3 of these drivers, by the way, missed the 1st race, and they come back, and they're battling for 2nd place. What in the world?
Well, it looked like Brett and Brodo got a little bit squirmish during Eau Rouge, and that just made them lose so much momentum that DuPont could just go right through.
But DuPont isn't out of the dangerous neck of the woods either, because Brodo is caught right back up to him, and he still has an overtaking opportunity if he can make this dive on the bus stop chicane. Are we going to see it? I'm not sure. Brodo doesn't have a ton of ERS. Ash just picked up a penalty. What an unfortunate race for Ash. He's still in 8th place, which isn't bad. Does Brodo go for a crazy dive, or does he hold back? I think he just holds back for now. And I'm not so sure he's going to have the opportunity to make this move on DuPont. I don't think he is, and this is just how the race is going to end. DuPont is going to steal 2nd place from Brodo. Brian's going to win it. Brodo's going to get 3rd. No, he's not. Because of his penalty, he's going to drop to 4th. So after all that, Brett still gets 3rd. Dr. Bod's in 6th. Are there any more battles happening? Dwint and Silver are going at it right now. How are they going to finish the ending of the race? For now, I'm going to pull up the penalties and see what we're looking at. Silver's a 13-second penalty. So this battle doesn't even really matter, truth be told. I think he just needs to get around Silver.
And Dwint goes up the inside.
He does go up the inside. He's going to try to hold it around the outside. He's going to go wide. So if Silver didn't have that, it doesn't matter. I think, oh my gosh, look at this. They just, oh my god. Dude.
Poor Nathan. He's had a really horrible race with the accidents he's been in. But round of applause to Brian.
Colin has no front wing at all. His entire front wing is gone. Dude, it looks like
sorry for Nathan, and this guy has no front wing.
It looks like Colin's car just has a nose, like it's just sniffing the track. It's like a lost dog running around the bus stop chicane.
Well, I round of applause to Brian. That was a phenomenal race from him.
Yeah, good racing.
Good race from Brian, horrible from Colin.
Oh, look
with
at
a
Clay.
broken
What is
front
Clay
wing.
doing?
Oh, Clay, no.
Dude,
The last
why is he
lap.
on softs?
Oh, that's why. He's
Why
having
is
fun
Clay?
again.
This is so ridiculous. Oh my goodness, what a joke of a race. No, this wasn't a joke. This was actually a very, Monaco was a joke of a race. This was a fantastic session. This was one of the best races in the history of this league.
I just realised Tearful wasn't racing.
Oh yeah, where was Tearful?
Where's he?
What is Clay doing? Oh, he's finishing the race backwards. Oh my goodness. It took Clay so long to finish that Brian's AI just lapped him. So
legendary from Clay.
I can't even. I'm still stuck on Alpha. Wow. Alpha with driver of the day. Dude.
Oh no, Silver just said I have the clip. Joe Clark kicking off.
Let's just.
God.
Why? Where did Dwayne? The guy that stayed out on the mediums when it was clearly raining still got 10th place.
Oh,
this was a ridiculous race.
There's a big argument about that incident. Oh my lord. Well, here we have it. Brian takes the win, followed by DuPont, followed by Bread. Might all change depending on penalties, but I do not think I saw them have any accidents, so I think that's going to be the same. And then we got Dr. Bod in 5th, who I felt that I saw him battling nearly everyone on the grid. Like, Bod was having like most overtakes this race. Then we have Digimus out, great result from him. Then Chris, then Ash, unfortunate for him, starting from pole, and now I can't even see the results anymore.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just having a look at you going through all the warnings and that.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Okay, where's the reporting for him? Why? I'm trying to link it into the chat and I can't find the link for it.
You had it in announcements.
I did have it in announcements.
Track vote.
That's the track vote.
Well, now everyone's leaving the lobby.
Oh my goodness, dude, that was absolutely ridiculous. I have no words. That was one of the most fun races.
Nathan just said you like my buns, clearly.
Oh my gosh. Dude, that was hysterical.
Oh my god, it was such the right move to commentating. This is so bloody funny. It's every race. Oh. Oh, I just had a big drink. UTM verdicts.
That was a great race. I really enjoyed that. That was absolutely hysterical. And that was
what the championship standings going to look like after this. I haven't even looked at the champion standings yet.
Oh, let me at Nathan. What's his? Oh, he has an X.
All I remember was Nathan getting bullied. Oh. That first incident where he just got rear-ended and had to cut the track. Oh,
And after all of
Jesus
that,
Christ.
I feel like it got kind of overshadowed, and I apologize for that. After all of that, Brian won the race.
Yes, Brian, last season's champion, still strong, going for the championship again this season. Well, it's probably quite right that he's going for the championship this season again, because all I see him do is like anyone want to practice.
Yeah, I mean, all he
It's
does
like,
is practice.
It's every morning, and I'm like, God, there's no doubt in my mind that he's going to be quick every race.
Oh, absolutely. Come on. Is that even a question?
No, because of the amount of practice he does.
And no one wants to practice as much as he does either.
Yeah. I see him say, "Oh, anyone want to practice?" and then no one responds for a while, and it's like, "Oh."
Yeah. Also, I have the track vote ready. I literally just copy and paste the form and then just.
Can we vote? I want to vote.
As commentators?
Yeah, I want to choose a fun race for the next race.
I mean, are you sure that's a good idea?
Okay, I went then. Oh.
I mean, I guess I don't see why not.
I just had some PlayStation noises.
Yeah, it's because of my phone. He's saying you can't find the link. It's in the description of the video, dude.
You can't find the link.
Oh my gosh. Dude, I'm just getting flashbacks of that race. That was so ridiculous.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the reports.
Why does it say race 2
there's already
track
a report.
vote?
There's already a report.
Why does it say race 2?
Chris on Nathan. Why do you feel like the Federer's at fault? Yes. That's not how you answer that question. Oh, I need to request access to look at the video for some reason.
Oh, Brodo's watching the stream back. Okay. Yeah, let's leave. Let's go ahead and leave and join the VC. I want to watch the stream back with them.
Yep.